I'm just trying to be because you're gonna get a lot of these kids that fight on the show that are nothing really to do with me. It's just like they get contacted by the kids' trainers or the managers saying, "Can they put this kid on the show?" The way I see it, I've never said I don't like turning fighters down, and I've never had to. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, you can't take a loss on everybody. You know what I mean? You cannot take a loss on everybody. I'm only going to take a loss on what I believe in and what I'm bringing through myself.
So Pat, what are we doing today?
We're going to make our way down to Leicester. We're going to go down, visit one of the boxes that I've started to manage and promote, CJ Challenger. I believe he's got a lot of potential in me, and it's mad really how it's come across that I get to do this, because I think it's hard really because he's a 10-0 fighter, he's talented, he's skillful, he's a marketable fighter, he's boxed with Frank Warren on the show before, and I really do believe that if I can get him back to like 15-0, he's 10-0 now, and bring him back as an English champion, I'm sure we can do something for him. So we've done a lot, because throughout the lockdown we did a lot of planning, and the planning is really what's helped us to put it together once the lockdown is finished. So yeah, my fighters believed in and they trusted in me the same way I believe in them, and I'm going to trust in them and give them exactly everything what I'm saying I'm going to do. And that's make him a champion, make him undefeated, and give him a career that I think I can give him. That's why me, myself, is making this drive to go and see CJ Challenger, just to let him know. That's why me, myself, drove down to Newcastle to go and see the heavyweight, because I don't want him to go off the rails. I don't want him to get bored, and I want to make sure that I can look him in the eye and ask them the questions, and they can answer the questions for me, that this is what they want, and I'm not wasting my time. The one thing that inspired me a lot as a promoter and a manager is when I watched the Frank Warren documentary. Now I took from that, because what he did do, he was able to offer fighters a lot more money in order to sign with him and to fight with him, because they wasn't getting paid that much when they was with Mickey Duff, Terry Lawless and Mike Barrett. But I'm not doing that. I'm just offering them something that they're not getting, something that they need, a promotional deal with 5 fights a year. Yeah, but I'm only taking on the kids. Even if they can't sell tickets, as long as they're talented, I'll invest in myself, because there's a lot of kids out there that end up becoming journeymen because promoters won't put into them, they won't invest in them. And I can understand why, and I'm not slating promoters. I can understand. You can invest in a kid and you can pack it in tomorrow, have a girlfriend, end up going to jail, something can happen, and you feel like you've wasted your time, but it doesn't necessarily mean you give up. It means you keep going until you find what you want, if that's what you're looking for. Look, I did it with Zelfa and Linden. They never sold a ticket. On my shows, they cost me more money than it did anything. But then if you was to ask me one thing, was it worth it? I'd say yeah, because look at where they are now. two of the best fighters in this country. If my show's not already full up and I'm not selective with what I've got, because, you know, it's like a good football team, yeah? I mean, majority of the time now I'll pick what's going to make a good show, rather than just, before I was just putting fighters on the show to make a show. Before I was nobody in the boxing game. I didn't have the respect that I had, I didn't have nothing, so people would just put kids on the show just to get them a fight. And I would just say, yeah, because I needed to fill the shows up. But now I'm in a 10 times better position, and I've been going for so long to be able to put the right fight at the right time. And through these pandemic moments, I've been able to work on a plan, how I'm going to run the promotion.
You drive a lot?
Yeah. You know what? Back in the day, I used to hate driving. I was the worst one. I used to hate driving anywhere. I used to always have people driving for me. Now, I drive London, Newcastle, near enough every week to go and pick my little girl up. But yeah. Easy, because my tunnel vision is not about me, it's about where I'm taking kids. It's like, for instance, here's an example, right? Zelfa made a choice, and I'm not saying he made the best of choices. The choice is he wanted to go with Eddie Hearn, because people that talking into him, and this is the danger with young fighters, people get into their heads and talk to them what they think's better. We've had a working relationship for so long that he should have trusted me in what I was saying, right? And as far as I'm concerned, when he went with Eddie, I just said, the reason why I didn't want him to go with Eddie Hearn, because it's not because I don't like him or anything like that, it's personal. It's because I've never worked with Eddie Hearn before, yeah, and I don't know how he worked. But as my mum used to always say to me, you know, rather the devil you know than the devil you don't. Where with Frank Warren, he was my promoter back in the day. I've got a relationship. I've been going several trips down to London to go and see Frank to make this thing work for Zelfa and for Lyndon, and not just for them, and for the other kids that was coming through, was building a platform. So when that happened and Zelfa made that choice, it was a bad choice as far as I'm concerned, because it wasn't done, it wasn't sat down and done, it was a rushed decision that he made without talking to me first. And it changed a lot. It changed a lot in mine and Frank's relationship, because in their mind, they're probably thinking, well, wait a minute, you must have knew that your nephew wanted to change over, because, you know, you've come to London, you've done every deal for him, you've made the money for him, and you've done everything. So I want this one small thing that you could not know, but I didn't. And the thing is, when I did say it to Zelfa, I could have made him change his mind, but if things would have went wrong, he would have wanted to blame me. So I'm not going to make him do anything that he doesn't want to do. And that's his choice, because he's a grown man. And from when he made that decision, I said, look, son, that's your decision, but I will not be managing you as your manager. I'll still be your trainer. And he was accepted that. Steve Woods was managing him, and now I just work with Zelfa, just work with Lyndon, and the other lads, as far as talking about a career and getting him where they need to be in life. You know what I mean? Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Yes, fam.
What are you saying? Huh? Is that you holding down the horn?
Eh?
You holding down the horn?
Yeah, man. Leicester's up.
Yo, it's long, isn't it?
It's a trick.
What's happening? You okay?
Let me
CJ.
know that.
Nice to meet you.
CJ.
What's happening, my man? You good?
I'm alright, man.
My guy.
Oh, you know what? The flat there uses toilet there, man. First, you know. Here I am in Leicester. CJ Challenger's gym. Yeah. All right, last one. To the cameraman got as well. Maybe just take the wrong turn, man. Yeah, man. I was better on the motorway, man. I'm motorway driving. Then I have to pick up the time back. That's alright. Not bad.
Yeah, it's just long. Police would sit out here all the time. You get police around here all the time anyway. But they sit out here all the time. And see them coming in and out. You know them ones that you just know. I'm just thinking, go on then, pull me to the side, ask me what I'm doing.
And did they?
All the time. You know you should be doing this. You're a professional athlete, man. You know what as well? It makes sense because over the past year, through COVID, my mindset really and truly has only got stronger. And I've only, the end goal has only got clearer to me, like really and truly. Whereas before, it's what's next. But someone said to me one time, yeah, as long as you get to your destination, it's irrelevant of the journey that you take. And to me, that hit me different.
She's alright, she'll find them.
And over the past year, it's really resonated with me. Like, it's really making sense to me, like, you know what I'm saying? So now you just keep working until the bigger picture comes.
It's mad that, because here we are now, and we're trying to make... You know what we're not doing? I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to try and make things happen. We're going to take one part at a time. The one part you got, I can give you 3 dates now.
Yeah.
I watch you.
No, I'm not going to take... Yeah.
But I can tell you the plan. But I will tell you the plan. And when I go, now I've seen you, yeah, I will phone you one day next week, and I will tell you the plan. But it's no pressure. You have to still take one part at a time. You have to get one obstacle, get over one obstacle to get to the next one. It's like an obstacle course. If we get over that one, there's another one there. There's always going to be an obstacle until we get to the main one.
I boxed at one venue here at the Leicester Football Club. It's not the one. Like it's an alright venue and that, but you know the layout, like the rings down there, everyone's like far back. It's just not like you feel disconnected. You might as well spar with people watching. You know what I'm saying?
What he's got now is good.
Yeah. You know what? So
It's similar to one you got in Liverpool. The one that Jay's got now is similar to the one you've got in Liverpool.
So
it's quite similar, the layout.
Yeah,
it's like a big thingy room in it.
So this new one is like an event center. So my boy passed away and his weight was there. So it's a massive room. We've got thousands of people in there. But it's like a big hall, innit?
What's the capacity of?
I'm not sure. I think it's like 2,000 maybe. Because I think the venue that it just moved from was 1,000, maybe 1,500.
That'll be good.
Obviously, you got the where I boxed last on the front one, so the riders ground. That's quite a big space though. I know. Then you got the problem with the bigger the space. You got to fill that. If you can't fill that space, then it's probably worse than having a smaller place. You know what I'm saying?
What was it like when Frank Warren did it?
good. Very good. I love it though. Beer flying everywhere, screaming. Yeah.
I'm so excited, me, you know. I'm like, this is why, I'm not going to be greedy and invest in no more fighters. If I can get used to it, I say, that just shows I'm the best.
Yeah, the proof's in the pudding, isn't it?
And when I say I'm the best, I mean I'm just doing old school
Yeah.
of taking fighters. You can't do it with everybody. I mean, you get a good kid. I mean, what you been realised, I've been reinventing fighters from day one. Tommy McDonough, I reinvented him, brought him back. Michael Jennings, I did a show for him at Preston Guildhall. Reinvented him, got him back. So Matty Hall, so I've been doing this for Manchester fighters from day one. When I was co-promoting with a guy called Wally Dixon before I started. You know what I mean? So and now I'm just using my experience. So, our options are open. We're going to go back where we were before, or better, as I said in my office. And if that option doesn't go that way, because it's their loss, not yours. So don't feel insulted. Lyndon's always had to be second best towards Alpha. It looked like. He never got the ratings and the respect that he rightfully deserved. I always said, listen, these kids are equal. This and that. But now look at them now. You know what I'm saying? And now Lyndon's one of the biggest things on BT. Because of the win that he had. And they'll keep elevating from there. And what they say about you, they're gonna see they're lost. They didn't put the time and effort, and the rightful time and effort. And I didn't think you had the right voice shouting for them at that time. To say, no, CJ's this. And bear in mind, I'm glad it didn't, because you only had 10 fights and you would have been pushed through.
Yeah, you know what? Everything happens for a reason. And that's even only now that I'm clocking where the situation I'm in now, our partnership here, our conversations that we've had, it's opened my mind a lot to things like, what if it did go the way I wanted it to go at the time? You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't educated enough. So let's say if it did go 100 miles an hour, then what happens if it didn't go quite right? There's 100 miles an hour down as well.
Well, you know what, if you crash at 100 miles an hour, what's going to happen?
Yeah, you're dead.
There you go, there's the answer.
This is it. That's what I'm saying. So,
if you crash at 30 miles an hour, you're going to live.
I got a sore neck.
But you're going to survive. And that's the difference, is you've got a lot more time to think about things, a lot more time to look over the plan, a lot more time to run and think. And the more you put your thought into it, the more you get inspired, the more you say, you know what, bam, I can't wait, I'm excited for this. Bam, is this really going to happen? Yeah, let's just take one thing at a time. I'll show you what's going to happen. You're out in July the 24th, in Manchester, as we said. Right, I'll phone you, I'll give you the menu of dates where you want to fight. I'll say to you where you want to fight next, Liverpool or Manchester. You have a choice. You might say, you know what, I'm not boxing Liverpool, fuck it. I'll box on the Liverpool show.
It's hard, like, not many people look at things like that. I know that just from speaking to people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I know everyone, but I know a lot of people don't think, like Pat just said to me, you can see what I do on the camera, you can see what I do on the pads, you can't see what goes on here. And you got to fight this, you got to fight in the moment, bro. And if my head's working one step ahead of yours, two steps ahead of yours, you're in a bad position. You feel me? So I think that's the same with life, innit? Boxing ring, out the ring, just in general. Just if you can think logically and you can think, use your brain small, you're off to a good start. You get me? So.
Every bar you feel it, innit?
Yeah, facts. I owe that to my bro. He's in those music himself. He's just got a studio up here.
Well, artist,
Artist, engineer.
What's his name?
A-Dot, but he's doing good things, bro.
Who's from there? Kamikaze and that?
Yeah, Kamikaze, JB, Schofield. We got a few people coming out of Leicester, man. You know what I see yesterday? That chicken shop date girl.
Oh, Emilio.
Yeah, I was just walking.
Is she from Leicester?
Nah, bro, she's from London, I'm sure. But I was walking through town and I seen her sat down with 2 people and like cameras and that, like, you know, the big fiery mics and whatnot. So obviously I'm thinking, who are you coming to see? I fucked it though. I should have spoke to her still.
Yeah, you should have gone and said, yo, let's go on a date, babes.
I should have just dropped. Yo, what's going on? My name's CJ Challenger. I dropped my resume real quick.
She's got that thing. She's got that proper dry sense of humour.
Yeah, living.
Literally.
Living
Have you seen her
dry,
that bit?
I've seen it for the first time like last
bro,
week.
when she just comes out, do you know what I mean?
It's
like
too
when she done the
funny.
AJ one and she's like, so who's Tracy? Do you know what I mean? Then she just drops it like that.
Straight face.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's peak. I find it hilarious, bro. It's too awkward and everyone's just like, no one knows what to do with it. This picture here, I think until I win a world title, this will be my favourite picture in boxing. Like, yo, it's just in the moment, innit? This is CJ Challenger and you're watching Black Flash Boxing Channel. Make sure you like and subscribe, because trust me, you need to be watching my journey.